Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back. I am AdamMcKola. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are here to discuss Casemiro. Manchester United have made a deal for Casemiro. Can you believe it? We've agreed a fee with Real Madrid for Casemiro to join Manchester United. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we've heard about Adrien Rabiot potentially joining Manchester United. We've been linked with a whole host of other names as well. But did anybody think we were going to bring in the multiple Champions League winning Casemiro from Real Madrid? I got to tell you, I didn't think so. Even a couple of days ago when the rumours started to emanate and started to circulate, I thought this is rubbish. This is a smokescreen for something else. This is not true. That's exactly what I thought at the time. But today we are hearing from Fabrizio Romano that the move has the here we go. He has tweeted Casemiro to Man United, here we go. Real Madrid accept all details of the bid. Clubs preparing contracts right now. 60 million euro fixed fee, 10 million euros add-ons. Casemiro has full agreement on a 4-year deal option until 2027. So he's got a 4-year plus 1 contract agreed with Manchester United, and the medical and the visa is to be sorted during the weekend. Now, what we heard was Man United were trying to get this deal done for the Liverpool game, but he's not going to be available for that Liverpool game, so we're probably going to have to go through another game of McFred or something like that. Lord help us. But nevertheless, Manchester United have signed a proper defensive midfielder. Not only a proper defensive midfielder, but also one of, if not the very best about, is top 3, top 5 in Europe. Now, there are some downsides to this transfer, and we'll discuss them later. But immediately, my reaction was, oh my God, we've got one of the best holding midfielders in our team. Now, you do look at it and think, there doesn't seem to be any sort of plan, philosophy. There doesn't seem to be any of that with Manchester United. And whilst I can't wait to see Casemiro at Man United, and I'm excited to see him in the midfield, and I'm glad that he's an massive improvement on most defensive midfielders, but also a massive improvement on the defensive midfielders that we have in the team. Yes, I'm happy with him being at Manchester United. Can't wait, all that. But also, it does show that we've got no plan, rhyme or reason under the current ownership, and Ten Hag needs massive help. Because over the last couple of days, since Manchester United lost against Brentford 4-0, there has been just this panic at Manchester United. We've been linked with everybody. Now, of course, the papers are sometimes going to do that. They're going to link Manchester United with players. That's what they do. But there's been a whole host of fairly reliable links with Manchester United and other players since then. And we've gone from the Arnautovic's and the Rabiots to Anthony, Casemiro, all this, that and the other. But like I said, whilst I'm happy with the signing, it does show that we've got no plan. Like, how do you get from Rabiot to Casemiro? Like, what's going on here? Why weren't we in for him earlier in the window if he's the guy that we wanted? Also, we still have holes in the team. We still need another midfielder. That's why we wanted De Jong. Now, Casemiro is a replacement for Adrien Rabiot's signing. It probably suggests, though, that we're not going to get De Jong, because we were going to go in for Rabiot at around £15 million. And now we're spending around, £60 million on Casemiro. So when you consider that, that probably means that the De Jong deal isn't going to happen. Although we do need another midfielder of a kind of 8. You know what I mean? Because Casemiro's a 6. You need someone in there alongside him. And then you can have Bruno and/or Eriksen ahead of him. So Manchester United still have holes in this team, and not just in the midfield. Right back, is it going to be the lower Wan-Bissaka? Are they good enough? Who knows? We still got kind of our centre-back up in the air, although we've got enough bodies in there. And you probably expect Martinez and Varane to eventually become a partnership. At left-back, we have Luke Shaw and Terrell Malacia. But still, questions about whether they're the right fit, although we're not going to replace Shaw or sign another left-back. So you look at it and we've got a right-back that's needed, a backup goalkeeper that's needed, potentially a new first-team goalkeeper, but that's not going to happen yet. Then you need another midfielder. Then you need, as I said, the right back and wingers and strikers. Cristiano Ronaldo is probably going to leave this summer. I still got the feeling that he's going to leave this summer. And with that being said, we're going to need another striker. And we already need another winger. Now, at the moment, we're being linked with a move for Anthony. And there's talk about a bid possibly going up to £90 million for him. Now, I'm not sure Anthony's worth that much money. But, again, I'd be happy to see us sign that profile of player. because we're crying out for someone in that position. But what does that show? That United have to go and spend £90 million on him? That we haven't really got a clue what we're doing. We're rushing around trying to make things happen like it's Dale Winton's supermarket sweep. So Manchester United need to be improved off the pitch. But on the pitch, signing someone like Casemiro will obviously help. And whilst it is an expensive deal, and he is 30 years old, he's not finished, is he? I've seen people going on about him like he's a 34-year-old, 35-year-old Nemanja Matic or something. He's not. Now, he's at the back end of his career. In 2-3 years, we're probably going to need to replace him. But he's still one of the best about. And his age is like, come on. Every time nowadays I start thinking players are old and then I realise they're younger than me. Like, let's not be silly here. 30 years old isn't over the hill, is it? So, for me, there are positives and negatives to this. Yes, I'm buzzing about Casemiro coming, one of the best players and all that. But also, the same issues are still there at Man United. And this kind of reminds me of, remember Louis van Gaal? When we lost against Swansea and then we went out and just signed everybody. Like Di Maria and Falcao. It kind of reminds me of that at the moment. And that kind of transfer policy can't be sustained. It can't last. You have to get into your scouting department. You have to get into, you know, your talent within the academy as well. And you have to buy better. You have to be buying the new Casemiro. We should have been buying Tchouameni or Camavinga or one of those guys. But instead, we've given them the money to replace him. Now, Real Madrid would have wanted to keep him. But nevertheless, I'm sure they're happy to get, you know, that kind of money for a player of that age. And we kind of have to stop doing those things as we move forward. But look, for me, Casemiro coming to Manchester United shows that we still have some pull, even though it probably is the money. But I'm excited to see him there. And maybe, you know, with Varane, maybe he'll be good for Varane. Him and Varane have a partnership. They've done great things at Real Madrid together. Maybe we start to see the best of Varane because he'll have more protection and he'll have a better defensive-minded midfielder in front of him. You know, maybe we see a little bit better of Fred when Fred does start, because Casemiro and Fred together for Brazil, they actually look like a decent partnership. So Casemiro coming in will allow our fullbacks to bomb on. Will allow, you know, possibly, although I don't want to really go there, in terms of Fred, it's going to allow Varane to hopefully improve and our other defenders as well. And he knows that role. And not only that, he loves a tackle. And I can't wait to see him at Man United. But, like I said, I am sceptical about why this move has happened and how this has happened. And it kind of just epitomises the Glazers at Manchester United. But look, the manager needed a midfielder. We've got one. We still need another one. We still need a right back. We still need a winger. We still need a striker. We've got 2 weeks left of this transfer window. I doubt we'll get all of them in. And that kind of explains to you where Manchester United are right now under these Glazers. And the protests are going to continue against the Glazers. And long may they continue. Green and gold until the club is sold. So long may the protests continue. You know, this isn't something that stops the protests or stops Man United fans. Man United fans weren't protesting because we hadn't signed a midfielder. Man United fans were protesting because these are the worst owners a football club has ever seen. They've taken close to 2 billion out of the club. We're still over £500,000 in debt. All these different things are why Manchester United fans choose to protest against these owners and will continue to protest. And long may that continue. But Casemiro coming to Manchester United is something that I'm very excited about. And I can't wait to see him in a Manchester United shirt. We hear today he communicated with his Real Madrid teammates that he was leaving. And now he's ready to travel to England, do his medical and get his visa sorted. So happy days, we've got Casemiro, but still plenty of work to be done by Manchester United. And that pessimism won't go anywhere until we do that work. Or get rid of the Glazers, or both. Now with all this talk about Ratcliffe and potential buyouts and stuff, it's easy to get excited. But I'm trying to just... It's going to take a while for them to sell the club, do you know what I mean? And whilst these talks and these noises are very, very positive for Manchester United fans, just have to show some patience and keep the pressure on. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Keep it locked. I'm out of here.